Hi! Guess what we're going to do today? We are here in our greenhouse, and while it's not perfect, it is ready to rock and roll, so we wanted to share what we have done with you. This has been a year in transforming this greenhouse. You may remember our very first video a year ago with snow on the ground when we said we were going to completely replace the plastic, and that's all we were going to do. And then my son got involved, my son who is in construction, and helped us understand that we really wanted to upgrade several things. We used to have a big roll-up door right here that Jim and I just hated. It got to be such a chore rolling it up every day and then rolling it down. And so now we have a door here and a door, Jim is standing in another doorway. So we have a front door and a back door. So this is our greenhouse, and you can tell by the flags that we are celebrating that we finally have a greenhouse that is fantastic. So I just want to show you a few of the features. Earlier we brought you in here and unpacked 8 of these blue water barrels. We have since added 8 more, and so this is our passive solar collector. I have been collecting some data on this every day. I take the temperature first thing in the morning before the sun hits the greenhouse, and then at about 5 o'clock at night after the sun is way low in the west. And the differential is 30 degrees. It fluctuates between 80 degrees and 50 degrees. First thing in the morning it's 50 degrees. By 5 o'clock tonight the water in these will be measuring 80 degrees. And so all night long it is releasing the heat into the greenhouse, and it's just a little bit, but we think it helps. You may notice that we have roll-up sides on both sides. This also helps manage the temperature in here. And then we also have my son put in this amazing fan. It is on a thermostat, and when it gets to a certain temperature, this fan kicks on, and I'll tell you, it almost blows you out of here. So I'm going to turn it on for a minute. It takes in air through a louvered vent above the door right up here, and then the air blows out here, and we can stand halfway across the backyard and feel this fan. So here goes the fan. So right now we have it set at 90, and it's comfortable in here right now. In the middle of the summer it gets 110, 115 in here, so we'll see what that does in the summertime. So these are our seed starting tables. Anything that has this red and white tablecloth on it. We have 3 long shelves of starting seeds, and if you'll come over here I will show you how we do that. I'm going to take this loose for a second. A decade ago, Jim and I did selective breeding of ball pythons and snakes. And so we had a snake lab. And part of the snake lab was reptile heating tape. And that's what this is. This is heat tape for reptiles. This is a foot wide, and it's covered with this flannel-backed tablecloth material, and it is regulated by this little instrument right here. It's called a helix, and I can regulate it from 60 degrees all the way up to 120. We keep it, when I've got seedlings going, we keep it at 80 degrees, and our seedlings just do fabulous here. So I only have 1 flat planted. We're in the process now. We just got this ready to work, so I've just barely started planting. We are mid-March right now. Our last frost date is May 15th, so we have 2 full months where we can get things ready to go outside. Now, I have over here, these are repurposed potato barrels. We attempted to grow potatoes in those about 4 years ago, and didn't work very well. So now I'm going to keep them in here, and I'm going to be filling them first with yard waste in the bottom half, and then soil in the top half. and we will be transplanting a lot of our seedlings over here. We're going to grow tomatoes over here, several other things as well. We do have electricity, which is perfect. No more extension cords except for one that goes out to the tractor to keep the trickle charger on the tractor. But I have now a light in the greenhouse, hard to see in the middle of the day, but there it is. And I can also hook up grow lights in here if needed. This is a standpipe, and it is connected to our house water, so it is really good, drinkable, potable water. So that is a very nice feature here as well. Probably the most exciting feature is, you might hear in the background, this little fan. This little fan goes 24/7. We have double layer of plastic from this hip rail over the top to the hip rail on the other side. And it pumps air between the two layers of plastic. And so you probably can't tell, but it balloons. This is full of air right here. There's about this much space and a whole blanket of air for extra insulation. And we are already noticing the difference. So we are really, really excited about this greenhouse. We have great plans. Another thing I wanted to show you is right here. This is an old watering tub that we are also repurposing. We used to keep it filled with water and rocks so that our bees could always have water to drink. But now I have it filled with potting soil that I keep moist. And because it's such a big thing, I can just drop one of my trays in there instead of carrying the potting soil over there to fill these trays. And then I can just fill a tray so very easily. It just makes it, this is such a time saver for me to be able to fill these trays like this. So fast, so easy. And then I keep this cover on it so that the potting soil stays moist. This is some leftover plastic from the greenhouse roof. What I really like about this is all of the conveniences. Jim and I are not getting any younger, and so it is going to be so much easier for us to manage this greenhouse than it was our other ones. These two tables right here are for projects, and as you can see, I have all my seeds out, going through them, making decisions about what we're going to plant in our seed trays. So periodically we'll bring you out here and show you some of the things that we're growing and how things are progressing. So thank you for celebrating with us. This is a great day for us. We'll see you at our next video.